Now we discuss about the experiment in which we fall the light on metal surface and there is emission of the electrons from metal surface. This phenomena that when metal surface is exposed to light, electrons are emitted from metal surface is for the first time studied by Hertz. Hertz is a scientist who performed the experiment, and he take the metal surface and fall the light on a metal surface. Then there is emission of the electrons from a metal surface. The experimental setup for Hertz experiment is shown in the figure. Hertz performed the experiment by using this apparatus. He take two metal plates and he enclosed these metal plates inside a evacuated glass tube. In glass tube there is no material particle, there is not a gas, solid or liquid. It just contains two metallic plates along with there is vacuum. So he take two metallic plates and he enclosed these metallic plates in evacuated glass tube, and he connect the one metallic plate with positive terminal of the voltage source, and he connect the another metallic plate with negative terminal of the voltage source, and he also attached the ammeter in a circuit. So this whole apparatus consists of two metallic plates, one connected with the positive terminal of the voltage source, other connected with the negative terminal of the voltage source, and these two plates enclosed in a glass tube, and there is also an ammeter inside a circuit, or instead of ammeter you can also connect the galvanometer. Both they detect the current. Here when no light fall on the metal surface, then there is no current in the ammeter, or here if you use the galvanometer, then there is no deflection in the galvanometer in the absence of the light. When the metallic plate which is connected to the negative terminal of the voltage source is exposed to electromagnetic radiation, here we consider the light. When the metallic plate which is connected to the negative terminal of the voltage source is exposed to light, then there is emission of the electrons from the metal surface, and these electrons moves towards the positive plates and flow inside a circuit, and then this galvanometer show deflection. The deflection of the galvanometer or the ammeter show that when metal is exposed to light, then there is emission of electrons, because in the absence of light there is no current in the circuit, there is no deflection in galvanometer or ammeter, because there is not any free charge which move from one plate to another plate and show the conduction. But when this metal plate is exposed to light, then electrons are emitted from the metal surface, and these electrons moves in a circuit. The electrons which are emitted from a metal surface as a result of the light, then these electrons we call the photoelectrons, and due to the current which flow due to these photoelectrons inside a circuit, that current we call the photocurrent. So when metal plate is exposed to light, then there is emission of the electrons. This phenomena we call the photoelectric effect, and this is for the first time discovered by the Hertz. He used this experimental setup to discover that whenever metal surface is exposed to sunlight, then there is emission of the photoelectrons. And these photoelectrons which are emitted from one metal surface connected to the negative terminal of the voltage source are moved towards the second plate which is connected to the positive terminal of the voltage source. That electron having the negative charge, and here another plate is connected with the positive terminal. So these electrons are accelerated towards the positive charge plate, towards the plate which is connected to the positive terminal. So when these electrons are attracted or accelerated toward the positive plate, then there is flow of the current inside the circuit which show the emission of the electrons due to light. Now if this terminal is make more and more positive, then more number of electrons are accelerated towards the positive plate and more current, you can say that current flow inside a circuit. But when we reverse the polarity, we fall the light on the metal surface, but we make this plate negative. So when electrons are emitted from the metal surface, then few electrons which have maximum energy that they can overcome the repulsion of this metallic plate are attracted towards this plate, and other electrons not move towards the negative charge plate. यहाँ पे अगर हम इस प्लेट को नेगेटिव बना लेते हैं, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव टर्मिनल को इस प्लेट के साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं, नेगेटिव टर्मिनल को इस वाली प्लेट के साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं, पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल को इस प्लेट के साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं, तो इस केस में हमारे पास क्या होगा, ये वाली अब नेगेटिव होगी और यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स तो फिर भी मिट आउट होंगे। इलेक्ट्रॉन्स तो आपके पास वोल्टेज सोर्स की वजह से मिट आउट नहीं हो रहे, लाइट की वजह से मिट आउट हो रहे हैं। अब जब इस पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल के साथ भी अगर आपकी ये प्लेट कनेक्टेड हो और उस पर आप लाइट फॉल करें, तो यहाँ से आपके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मिट आउट होंगे। लेकिन अब दूसरी वाली प्लेट आपके पास नेगेटिव है और इलेक्ट्रॉन भी नेगेटिवली चार्ज है। अब जो आपके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन होगा वो कुछ, अगर इसके पास मैक्सिमम एनर्जी या सफिशिएंट एनर्जी है कि वो इस रिपल्शन को ओवरकम कर सकता है, तो वो यहाँ से फ्लो करके इस साइड पे जाएगा और उसकी वजह से आपके पास कुछ करंट होगा, ये एमीटर या गैल्वानोमीटर रिफ्लेक्शन शो करेगा। और बाकी जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं जिनके पास ज़्यादा एनर्जी नहीं है, तो वो आपके पास रिपेल होकर दोबारा इसी साइड पर रहेंगे, वो आपकी रिपल्शन को ओवरकम नहीं कर सकेंगे, ज़्यादा करंट यहाँ पर फ्लो नहीं करेगा। अब आपके पास इस वाली प्लेट को अगर आप ज़्यादा more and more negative करते जाएं, you increase the reverse voltage. Initially you connected with positive terminal, now when you connected it with negative terminal and you goes on increasing the reverse voltage, then this plate become more and more negative. So very few electrons are attracted towards this plate because very few electrons have energy that they overcome the repulsion of this plate. And there is certain reverse voltage at which all the electrons emitted from this metal surface stops moving towards this metal surface, mean now the current becomes zero. That voltage you call the stopping potential. पहले आपने यहाँ पे पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस को आपने इसको नेगेटिव के साथ कनेक्ट किया, इसको पॉजिटिव के आपके पास मैक्सिमम करंट फ्लो कर रहा था। जब आपने पोलैरिटी को रिवर्स किया, इसको नेगेटिव बनाया, तो कुछ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के पास स्टिल इतनी एनर्जी थी कि वो रिपल्शन को भी ओवरकम करके सर्किट में फ्लो कर रहे थे। अब इसको मोर एंड मोर नेगेटिव बनाते गए, तो आपके पास यहाँ पे करंट जो है लेस नंबर ऑफ चार्जेस जिनके पास इतनी एनर्जी होगी कि आपके पास इस सर्किट में मूव करें। अब नेगेटिव बनाते बनाते आप इसको इतना रिवर्स वोल्टेज आपने इतना प्रोवाइड कर लिया कि आपके पास जो रिपल्शन है बहुत ज़्यादा होगी, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के पास इतनी एनर्जी नहीं है कि वो आपके पास इस रिपल्शन को ओवरकम कर सकें, तो कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ से मूव करके इस प्लेट की तरफ नहीं जाएगा। मिट अप भी होंगे बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर इमिटेड ड्यू टू दिस लाइट, दे आर नॉट इमिटेड ड्यू टू वोल्टेज सोर्स, सो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की इमिशन अब भी होगी। लेकिन अब यहाँ पे जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे वो जस्ट इमिट आउट होकर सरफेस पे आ जाएंगे, आगे उनके पास सफिशिएंट एनर्जी नहीं होगी कि वो आपके पास मूव करके दूसरी प्लेट की तरफ जाएँ और यहाँ पे आपके पास सर्किट में फ्लो करें। सो दैट रिवर्स वोल्टेज एट विच current stops, current becomes zero, all motion of the electron stops from one plate to another plate, that potential you call the stopping potential.